Hey everybody, it is Max. I am back with another video today. So today, we are going to be talking about hospital. I just thought I'd do a hospital video. And I've been in a hospital a few times, like 6 or 7 times, like 6 or 7 different hospitals. But I've only been admitted like 3 times. Maybe 4. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about my hospital times. Love that. So basically, I'm talking about my general ward, which had china cups on, and that is a big thing for a hospital. That is some trust. They trust you a lot if you've got china cups on your ward and china plates. But they also have plastic ones in case someone decided to smash it, like a really ill person. Then we have the tier 4 ward, which allows plastic stuff, unsupervised. And then we have the PQ, which is the last hospital I've been in, which allows plastic pens unsupervised. But you have like polystyrene cups there. And then there's a low secure ward that I've never been to, where they allow you to have crayons and polystyrene cups. So that's the 4 different kind of wards that I know of. 3 of them I've been in, and that is the first 3. So basically, let's get into it. My first hospitalisation must have been June 2018. I went into hospital. I was on drugs back then. That's a big thing. I've never really admitted that. I haven't really took it in. But yeah, I was a bit addicted. Like, I would smoke it every day. Maybe even twice a day. Like, I was getting bad. So they were worried about my safety in the community. Plus, I was really depressed, suicidal. I was planning and attempting. I was with dangerous people, doing dangerous things. My mental health was declining very rapidly. Like, it went from here to like that. Literally that fast. Yeah, so we went into hospital. I went to this place called Plimbridge. I don't know if you know where that is, but it's Devon way. Not Devon, but it's up that end of the world. The end of the world. No, the end of England. Yeah. So basically, I went into hospital. I remember the night before I ran away to go take some pills. Not an overdose. Like, what was it, ecstasy or something like that? I ran away to do that. And the person with it decided to fall asleep on me. So I had already left my house by this point, hoping that they would text me to say they're ready and whatnot. And I walked all the way to their house. Got there. And they were asleep. They didn't answer their phone. I was just stood down this alleyway. And after about 15 minutes, I decided to leave. I was like, nah, they ain't coming out. So I left, hoping they would come back to me in like half an hour to an hour or whatnot. And they didn't, because they fell asleep. They got back to me when I was at my house. But I was walking around town all night. I went to go back to my house at like 3-4 in the morning. And I saw that all the lights on and the window shut. So I was like, oh shit, they're gonna be pissed. I ain't gonna be able to go back in now. So I just went back into town. I saw police vans, assuming that they were looking for me. And basically I just kept going towards places police wouldn't go. I was really ill. So So when I saw a police car, I was like, shit, no, not doing that. And I just walked around town. I walked across a few beaches, trying to find like weed, like spliffs that had been dropped. Yeah, I was really bad at that. I would pick stuff off the floor, and that is like really dangerous. Like I wouldn't do that nowadays, but I was that ill. I was like, I just need this, because I thought that the weed was helping, and it wasn't. Obviously, it was making me worse. My mental health came before I started doing that stuff, but I did that stuff to kind of get an escape. Yeah. So basically, at like 7, 8 in the morning, I saw my dad drive a van because I was like down the road from my house. And he was driving past and I was hid behind a tree just looking, and I was like, shit, that's my dad. And then at like 8, 9 in the morning, my mum was dropping off my brother to school. So I snuck into the garage because the door was locked. Or I just didn't want to go through the door. So I just went into the garage, snuck in there, chilled for a bit. I tried to sleep a little. And my mum texted me and I answered. So I was doing okay that day because I answered my mum, which I wouldn't normally do at that time. But yeah, I was like, I'm in the garage because she asked where I was. So she came out, opened it, let me in my room. I went to bed trying to sleep for a bit, but then police came around my house, asked me a few questions about where I was, what I was doing. And then they left. Then I tried to sleep again. Then CAMS came round at like 12. And they assessed me, but I wouldn't talk to them. I was that ill. Like, I was facing the wall, trying to sleep. I was just trying to sleep. I was ill, but I was trying to sleep at the same time. I wouldn't speak to them, wouldn't look at them. They were like, look at us. And I was like, no. My doctor was there too. My new CAMS team was there. And basically, they were all just trying to assess me, but obviously the assessment didn't go too well because I ended up in hospital. But they left for a bit. My dad came home from work. Then the CAMS came back at like 2 to say that I was going into hospital. And they were there until the team came to pick me up. And basically, they came and picked me up in the end at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So my CAMS team were there for quite a while. Then I got taken to hospital in a private ambulance with 4 members of staff because they didn't know if I was going to do a run or anything. They held my arms so I couldn't run away because they didn't know if I was going to or not. Once they know you, if you end up going back into the services, if they've done that with you before, then they'll know to trust you. But yeah, they didn't trust me because they didn't know me, so they were holding on to me whilst I got in and out the van. We finally got to Plimbridge. Took all my stuff in there. I had to take my phone out of my bra because they hid it in my bra. I found out that we're actually allowed our phones. So I took it out of my bra because I hid it in case we weren't allowed phones, so I could just sneakily have my phone. Because I was stupid at this point. I was just stupid, thinking I would never get caught. They didn't really search me. They searched my pockets, but that's about it. Yeah, that's all they did. And then I went onto the wall after 15-minute obs. And everyone had just finished dinner by this point. Obviously, they would be wondering who that new kid. And I'm just like, and then I saw people with their sleeves out, their arms out, and I was like, ooh, everyone else here does what I do. So I felt kind of at home, actually. And yeah, basically, Hospital is a struggle because it's being combined in this one area all day, every day. Unless you go out for a bit, like when you've got to leave. I wasn't allowed to leave at first. I wasn't allowed to leave a lot, to be fair. But they have to assess you if you're going to go and leave. Yeah. Well, I was eventually allowed to have cigarettes, like after they got to trust me and shit. Got to know me a bit. They decided to give me unescorted leave, which was basically cigarette leave. And you'd have 15 minutes at these certain hours, like 3 times a day, 2, 3. And so you'd go out, have a cigarette. But me being me, I sneakily had one in my bathroom every morning. And every night. Because that's what I do. I think my first memory was just me walking in, getting settled in, and I sat in the room, and this one girl must have been psychotic. And I was in a room with her, and she kept talking to herself, I think. Or shouting at herself. Not herself, but like, she was like, why are you staring at me and stuff? And I was just like, talking to me? And no, she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to something else. I was just sitting there with a member of staff and this other girl. And yeah, we were just trying to watch a movie. She was playing with her kinetic sand. The staff was trying to talk to me, but I wasn't having it. I was like, please don't. So then I went into another room called games room. I went and sat in the corner for a bit. And yeah, I was just basically being depressed. And then it was bedtime, so I went to bed. I scratched my skin, but the staff didn't know. I was just sat there in my bathroom scratching and scratching. I still have some marks somewhere. Yeah, like, there's a mark there. You can't really see on camera, but there is. And that's from scratching my skin with a ring. Not this ring, it was one I gave to one of my old girlfriends. And then I had my phone the next day, I think. I think I was allowed my phone the next day. No, I wasn't, because this is when my mum wouldn't let me have my phone. Because it was the phone with all these contacts from doing drugs. So I was just a bit bored out of my head for a while. I was doing some drawing. I was self-harming a bit. I was trying to find stuff to use. I would do art in the art room because they had an art room in this ward. Not every ward does. And yeah, that is pretty much part 1. I'll update you more. Bye guys.